Welcome back, guys. Kibla Ahmed out here. I'm joined with Gilman.
Hey, what's happening, guys?
So, guys, this is going to be the last couple of reviews and reactions with Gilman here. He heads back to Hong Kong tomorrow, so it's going to be sad times without him being here. We've got to geek out a little bit.
Emotional times, bro.
I know.
Crap.
I know.
So quick.
I know, time flies. But, guys, here we go. We're going to give you kind of not really an in-depth, or it's going to have some minor spoilers in there. So we're going to do Ready Player One.
Let's do spoiler, man. Spoiler review.
Yeah, minor spoilers because you don't remember most of the movie, you said.
Well, still, I'm just saying, let's just spoil the shit out of it.
So basically, it's based on a character name. His name was Wade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and So basically, it's based in the future. It's based on a book that Ernest Cline wrote. It's about in the future. Everybody lives in the VR world. Live off Bitcoin. They work there. The world is too populated at the moment, so there's no space. There's no space for expansion working anywhere, so people go into the VR world basically. The story moves on to starting off a revolution because you've got major tycoons trying to take it over, make it more of a money thing instead of people go there to be as much as they can be, I suppose.
Yeah.
They want to be characters, they want to get away from reality, but the story has an underlying meaning to it regarding how social interaction as society is at the moment. We tend to run away from our problems. We tend to go to a different world, which is, you go Facebook, Instagram, you look at that stuff and not actually deal with what you're going through at the time as well. So I think it hits on a subject.
Yeah,
Soon
definitely.
this is going to be something that people are going to... VR is something people already go... It's happening for a couple of years now, but this has just made it much more intense. It's an amazing movie. Steven Spielberg has really put... I can imagine him reading this book and being like, fuck, I need to make this movie. Like, he clearly saw it. He expanded a universe. He got characters together into one. And he worked from, where the book was much more of a pop culture, a tribute to pop culture and nostalgia, like the 80s and 90s. This one's a mix of many things. I mean, I can't think of the amount of things we saw in that movie that I can't say that we didn't see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, I love the movie, guys. I've seen it already like 3 times, and I'm going to go watch it again another couple of more times. Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to try and catch it again when I go back to Hong Kong, man. Because I saw it once, and once is not enough. The first time is just pure excitement. You know what I mean? You don't really take in everything. And I don't think you can catch all the Easter eggs unless you pause every frame by frame, which some people do. But... yeah, I agree with you, man. It definitely touches on the current situation we're in now and how it can evolve into something worse. Maybe good. No, it's going to be good, but it's always going to turn out to be worse because there's going to be money involved and there's going to be bullshit involved as well. But when was this book wrote? When did Ernest write this book?
I think it was about 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Longer than that.
Because it's not starting back in the 80s, right?
No.
I'm just wondering if he saw the future.
No.
But yeah,
he saw the future, man. He saw it.
I think it's definitely something where we're heading because you got these phones and these VR sets that can scan, augmented reality.
Yeah,
They can
that's
scan
right.
the table here.
Yeah.
Once they get it on point, so you can walk around and go up steps. Basically, you don't bump into anything.
Yeah.
A car won't hit you. Once they get that on point, we're in that reality, man.
We're in that reality.
You know what I mean? So I think it was awesome, and yeah, like you say, it's for people to just be someone else, and I think that's a bad thing because you gotta be yourself, man. You know what I mean?
Of course,
so
of course.
People go into that to be someone else, to act to someone else, which ultimately I think they kind of realized at the end. But I thought it was good. I mean, like the storyline, I think was pretty good, right? It was just you got to play these games, you got to get these keys, and whoever
Easter eggs, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Whoever, basically Easter eggs in the movie, and whoever gets all 3 gets the company, I guess.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Yeah, so I think
it's one to watch. That's why I don't want to spoil it too much. Like, I know I've done already. I think we've got 2 reviews up on there on our initial reaction when we first watched it. But I suppose, like, touching on based on the social interaction side of things, like, there's that scene where he's like, he tells the girl his real name, and she's like, you can't say it.
Yeah.
Like, it's like that now when people are on Instagram and Facebook with fake names and they have different alter egos. You're on VR, you're on PlayStation, you're playing something. You make friends online, and what you don't realize is that person's just 2 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
Like, from when we grew up getting to know people, to how it is now, I think it's got a really plain and simple message in there, man. Guys, I think what Steven Spielberg wanted to do is get the fuck out there. Get out there. Be you. Be you. And I think that's what the end story was, that he ended up becoming him in the end.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of these films, not just this one as well, it's like, yeah, you be you and stuff, and it's like, get out there, like you're saying, meet people, come off the internet, the phone. I remember there was that scene, I think it was Bill and Ted Bogus Journey, I think so. Remember they were all watching the TV while the shit was going down, and then I think whatever happened in Bill and Ted, right, all went down and the TV exploded and shit, and the guy picked up a book at the end, or a newspaper or something.
Yeah, it was a book.
Because he was watching football and everyone was watching the TV.
Yeah.
And then it's like, that was back then, like people, they were trying to say like, everyone's so engaged with TV, they're not coming out, they're not reading books.
That's right.
Now it's a similar thing, but just a different age.
Different age, yeah.
Video games
that's right.
and all that sort of stuff. So, ultimately, like, look, we're spoiling it, right? At the end of I know you're saying you don't want to, but you have to go watch it, man. If you haven't seen it, then you lose, man. You need to go.
And so if you haven't seen it, don't watch the rest of this. Come back and watch the rest of this review.
But at the end of the movie, going skipping all the way to the end, he says Tuesdays and Thursdays. He's the owner of the company. Tuesdays and Thursdays, he stops it. No one's allowed to go on.
Nobody's allowed to go on. You got to live.
So I mean, ultimately, that's true, man. You know what I mean? I mean, like from day now, man. Look at all our friends' kids and whatnot. They got phones straight away. Right? They're so engaging. Idris, my little Idris, he sees a screen. He's locked on it. That's why we're trying to keep him away from it. How long can we keep him away from it? I don't know. But
it's difficult.
You know, when we were young, Dad used to play the video games, but remember he used to give us from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we used to cry, man, try and find those controllers and shit. But they're good rules, man. When
they're
you
good
think
rules.
about it,
They are
hurt.
very
They're
good.
hard, but they are.
They're hard,
rules,
but they
man.
work. So
trust me.
it's all about like being what's the word? Routined. It's how much you give to it. I mean, that's why the people like Steve Jobs and all them lot, their kids didn't have none of this stuff. Smart, man. But I mean, anyway, that's a whole different era. Guys, the amount of Easter eggs that are in this movie is mind-blowing. So I'm going to get to the part where what Steven Spielberg gave to us as fans. You know, Back to the Future, King Kong, The Matrix, Iron Giant,
A-Team
Van, Road Warrior, Akira, like so many tributes in there.
You can't go through that.
The list is enormous. I mean, there was
the part that got you the best.
So I'm gonna say the opening scene, guys, is one of the best opening scenes I've seen in such a long time. And it wasn't. You know, you kind of think, you see how much money they put into the CGI. This whole bit, everything in the VR world is fully CGI, yeah. But it felt so real and so good. Like, I know Warner Brothers threw that money at Steven Spielberg to say, go and make this movie. Whatever you need, do it. Because remember the zoom-ins to their face?
Yeah.
The eyes? Oh my God, amazing. Detail.
That's what I'm saying. That first scene was so epic. There was too much going on for you to capture
anything. Yeah, exactly.
Show it, man. You gotta watch it multiple times.
You've got to watch it multiple times.
So many Easter eggs are within there because you're trying to look out for those.
Yeah.
So much shit's going on. He's in the freaking DeLorean, which is already freaking moist.
Yeah.
And just going in and out and whatever he's doing. You got that girl in the Akira bike. You're just like,
Canada's bike, man.
This is sick. It was amazing. Like I couldn't believe it.
Opening scene is absolutely amazing, guys.
They went in.
They proper went in. Another favourite scene is when they dance and there's a scene where they dance in this club, and they release the Zemeckis bomb, which is like gives you 60 seconds travel back in time, and they play the Back to the Future song, and everything goes back in time. It's a really good scene. Like, again, absolutely amazing. It always. Anything to do with Back to the Future, I'm a big fanboy of the movie as well, so it always gets me.
You see Doc Brown in there.
Yeah, Doc Brown's in there as well. Should I say it? The Shining?
Do it, man. Do it.
There's a scene with The Shining. Like, I don't think I can explain it properly because it doesn't make much sense, but it was absolutely a nice tribute to the movie Shining. It is hilarious. It's one of the funniest parts of the movie as well, which is absolutely brilliant. We were cracking up.
Yeah,
we were cracking up for the whole thing. The other part was Chucky.
Chucky, yeah.
There's a scene with Chucky. Another one is Voltron. Now, this was epic.
What the hell was Voltron?
Was it Voltron? Or was it Gundam?
Gundam wing thing.
Was that Gundam wing?
Yeah. I don't know if his name is Voltron or shit.
I think that's Voltron, bro.
What was Voltron?
The robot.
80s cartoon.
Yeah.
No, that was Gundam. Because it was a Japanese kid, remember?
Oh, yes,
Gundam.
sorry, yes, sorry. My bad. Gundam.
Gundam Wing.
That was sick.
That was sick.
That was opening scene. I like Nolan's character, who was the main bad guy. He had the Superman head and body.
Yeah, he looked good.
Yeah, so he looked really good. T.J. Miller, who plays, I can't remember the bad guy. He says he's got bad neck ache. He's got the physiotherapy.
He looked
He
had a
good.
big skull on it, like the Punisher and whatnot.
Yeah.
It wasn't a Punisher thing, but he looked really cool.
Loads of characters, loads of things. I think, like, there's one more scene that got me and always it touched my heart when I saw it. Was right at the end. You see the tribute to Terminator.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Which was really cool.
The Iron Giant.
The Iron Giant. Robocop's actually in it as well. But there's a scene where it's right at the end. They're trying to get across the bridge. Iron Giant does the Superman thing across the bridge, and the bad guy's shooting at them, and one of the Japanese kids is trying to pick out weapons, and he picked out Krull.
So good.
The Krull star. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe he got that involved. That was so like sick. You tend to forget about some of your favorite pop culture movies and movies that came out in the 80s, but Krull, oh my god, I'm gonna definitely do a retro
so sick.
Review on this one, because that movie, anyway, that scene happens. I was moist after that. Very good concept about the ending, like the way it was, the way he went through that last Easter egg and what it was about. It's more of a tribute to the people that made these things. They're the reason why that we got all of this stuff. You got to remember the creators, man. Isn't
That's it, yeah.
You got to remember the creators. These things are given to us, and we don't realise that.
We don't know. We know the company name behind it.
Yeah.
We don't know the actual individuals.
Individuals.
Man.
So
it's
all about the individuality. So very good movie, very fun. Absolutely loved it, and definitely want to watch again. I'm gonna watch it a couple of more times as well.
I think in 4D that film will be sick. 4DX.
4DX, definitely. Maybe go check that out, because that opening scene alone will just get me all over the place. But yeah,
I'm gonna have to do that in Hong Kong, or I'm definitely gonna catch it in IMAX anyway.
Yeah.
I definitely need to watch it one more time, just to kind of sit back and enjoy it a bit more.
Yeah, definitely.
First time, yes, it's excitement and it's enjoyment, but I'm just like, oh my god. Now I'm just gonna like sit back and just watch it for what it is. But yeah, I think it was really. I think overall, man, it's like I was saying the other day, that it's Marvel's killing it with this universe thing. So it's kind of using that universe concept, right, and just putting it all in there, all the pop culture shit that we love, all into one freaking movie. Which, like I say, the hype of Avengers is it's unfortunate, man. I keep saying this, but anything that's coming out now, hype of Avengers kind of ruins it. But it's a great concept to just use.
It mushes everything together, isn't it?
Everything that we've always loved, just pull it all together.
Put it together.
It's fucking wicked.
Yeah,
awesome
it was brilliant.
job.
It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. Just thinking, was there anything else?
There's so much more, man.
There's so much more, guys. Like, I can really go through it. There's actually a famous quote from Christopher Reeves in Superman about world peace and how you can find the ingredients on the back of a chewing gum wrapper. But I can't remember the full one, but it was actually quite emotional. But a lot of tributes in that movie.
Yeah, I think loads of tributes.
Yeah.
I think again, it's coming back to the individuals and whatnot.
Yeah.
I do think at the end, again, like what he, the inventor of the game, I can't remember what his name was.
Halliday.
I think what he ended up doing was he found a way, because he died, right?
Yeah.
But he found a way to put his mind into that world.
It's a program.
Yeah, like his mind was into that world. You know what I mean? Because remember at the end he met him. And he was like, what did he say? I think he said like, you will, or something like that. But I think that's what he ended up figuring out doing, and I think that's what he wanted to avoid. You see what I'm saying? Because everyone's already in this through the virtual reality glasses and all that sort of stuff, and I think he figured out how to actually get in there, like Tron, right?
Yeah.
And I think, remember he was saying stuff, I can't remember the exact quotes, but he was saying stuff about there should be no rules, but he's trying to protect something. I don't know what it is. Like, I think he figured out how to get your mind in there, and he was like, you know what, don't want to get people in. Don't want the human race inside of it, man.
No,
that's what eventually happened. One goes in, another goes in, and everyone just starts going in, and that's it. Like,
no, you're right.
Human race becomes this augmented reality, this virtual reality.
Truth.
So that's why I feel like when he died and he figured it out, it's like that, like there's a stop button or whatnot. It's like, you gotta lock it off. Like this, I figured this out, and we need to like stop this shit. This is what
It could be. That's a good theory.
That's what I think. I mean, because it just goes too far. It just goes too far. Like with the whole concept of getting lost into this world.
No, that's right.
You know what I mean? Because, like I say, man, there's that, and then there's going inside. Tron was the first one to go
inside. Yeah,
and,
exactly.
You know, and that could be a reality. I don't know. It could be a reality someday, man.
No, of course. I mean, there's a reason why some of this stuff comes out. Is, man, people believe it's gonna happen. So, and it's coming to that. It's coming to that. So,
madness.
Yeah.
What a fun film, though.
Good film. Make sure you guys go catch it. If you've been spoiled, if I spoiled it for you, if we spoiled it for you, then you lose. We did warn you at the beginning.
Yeah. I do think
mild spoilers.
Any negatives? I only negative I could. There's always gonna be some negatives. Yeah. I do think these are not negatives, but you can't make the film long enough, and you can't add so much shit in, because you can always add. I do think that maybe. With the anime scene, they could have done a bit more, like Dragon Ball Z, Fist of the North Star. You had Akira, you had Gundam, and I think Dragon Ball is a pop.
I think they already spent so much on budget on trying to get the laws for all the gaming and like the drawing and stuff like that.
They picked like the pop culture stuff that were most popular, I guess.
No, of course, and that's right.
Some that you forgot about, like the Krull thing, right?
Yeah.
But I think Dragon Ball was one of the most popular mangas out there. And when I was telling you, when you walk around Japan, Tokyo, you see loads of billboards for Kenshiro, man, from Fist of the North Star.
Yeah.
So I wish they got those two things involved as well.
That's true. Those are two things that they could have got done. But I mean,
because when he done the Gundam thing, I didn't really think much about the manga. I saw the Akira, but when he done the Gundam thing, I was like, that was epic. But could you imagine if he came down as Vegeta or Goku and just turned into a Super Saiyan?
Yeah.
That would have been something.
That would have been good.
So
definitely would have been good.
It's not a negative. It's just more input, but it's unlimited, man.
It is unlimited. I mean, my negative was I didn't really like a lot of the scenes that were with the main two actors. I can't remember their names, to be honest.
In the human life.
Yeah, in the human life.
Yeah.
When they were in the VR world, it was really good. But my main thing is the chemistry between them two in the real world. It was a bit stale. But I didn't let that ruin my journey on the film. The film is actually a great film.
Yeah,
I feel like it's got a really good message to it, and the visuals are absolutely stunning. I'm telling you, Steven Spielberg, to this day, will not disappoint me, because when my friend came out the cinema when we watched it, he was like, I haven't smiled like that in ages, like to see something so visually spectacular. It's a masterpiece, and Steven Spielberg was the great person to pick that book and interpret it to the big screen. So, salutes to Mr. Spielberg.
Always, man, legend, man.
Yeah.
I think with the story as well, I'm not going to say it's like a 10 out of 10 story, because it's always a similar sort of thing. Like, big corporations are always taking over.
Yeah.
There's a revolution, there was the revolution of the people in the ghetto. It's kind of simple, but, always the corporations are the bad guys.
Yeah.
Because they try to find ways to make money. They want the money. At the end of the day, money, power, respect. Well, not even respect. Money, power.
Money and power, bro.
So the story, I would say, is standard, but just enjoyable.
It
wasn't
works.
completely shit.
Yeah.
It just works with the concept and whatnot. But I think this movie's beyond the story. I think the story is just the baseline. It's like, here's the base.
Yeah.
How the fuck do we expand this with so much of a shit? And that's what they did.
That's what they did.
You just need a baseline, and then get through the movie with everything else.
That's
right.
right.
You know what I mean? Because you want to put so much in the movie. You need some kind of storyline.
No, of course.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think storyline's alright, but everything beyond that just makes it fucking epic.
Of course. Alright, guys. I think that kind of sums up our thoughts on it. I have actually got a little documentary I'm working on, guys. It's my tribute to pop culture and how it's played a big part of our lives. I filmed the beginning. I'm still... it's been 2 weeks. I haven't had the chance because Gilman's been here, so... I've been spending some time with my brother. I will have that ready probably towards the end of the month. I'm going to take my time with this. I'm working on different films at the moment now that I'm just going to introduce in there as well. But I just want to say, guys, keep an eye out for the Avengers hype. I'm doing a sketch every day. Today's sketch will be Iron Man. And I'll put the playlist on the end of this video, guys. But for now, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody. And I'll catch you guys up soon. And G-Man, safe, man.
Alright, peace, guys, man. I'll catch you up in Hong Kong, man. Shit, next video.
Yep, peace.
Peace.